Bud Krager is now at the helm of Megadeth. So after album Euthanasia, which didn't do as good as they expected it to do, it didn't do as good as Countdown. I think it got number 4 in the Billboard chart. So they wanted to pretty much do what Metallica did, where they got Bob Rock to pretty much take over. So they got Bud Krager, producer that produced a lot of Foreigner albums and made them superstars, in hopes that Megadeth will become huge stars. So the album was released in the late 90s, pretty much like 4-3-year gap between this and Euthanasia. The first song, Trust, is a very great song. It's kind of like a ballady type of song in some areas, but it's very great all the way throughout. It's an instant Megadeth classic, and one of the few songs off this album that still kind of sounds like Megadeth. And of course, expect amazing solos from Marty Friedman and incredible drumming from Nick Menza. And the slow part, the center, is really nice too, where Dave is just kind of like talking, but then that has like an amazing solo from Marty Friedman that just bursts in and makes the song epic. Almost Honest is an alright song. It's pretty good. It's got a nice chorus, but it feels very underdeveloped in a lot of areas. It kind of feels fillery. Use the Man is definitely a little bit better than Almost Honest. It's about Dave being on heroin. I think he might be clean during this period. I'm not absolutely sure though. I think he originally wanted the song to be called Pins and Needles, but Bud said that'd be like too explicit or something. Yeah, the lyrics of the song are really cool too. It features a lot of weird melodies, which if you're a Megadeth fan, you're not very akin to. Next song, Mastermind, is not really that great. I don't like this song at all. But The Disintegrators is really great. It kind of returns to old Megadeth style. It's very thrashy and heavy throughout. One of the best songs of this album. This and Trust so far, really great. And this album also has a weird production sound. It kind of sounds grainy in some areas. Like the guitars don't sound as heavy at all. It sounds more like rock. I'll Get Even's kind of a weird song. I think the lyrics are getting about getting payback for a breakup or something. It's kind of weird for Megadeth. But the chorus is really nice, so it's a pretty alright song. Sin is a song that I never really liked as much, but it's definitely a lot better than Mastermind, and it has some pretty cool lyrics as well. Dave singing on it's just kind of bizarre to me. A Secret Place is one of the hits off this album. I really like this song. Very nice chorus, very good melodies throughout. I'm pretty sure it has a nice Marty Friedman solo somewhere in there. It doesn't necessarily sound like Megadeth, like Trust and Disintegrators kind of did, but this song is still really great. Easily shows that Bud Krager could help them produce some nice, not necessarily metal songs, but rock songs. This album is more like a rock metal fusion. Have Cool Will Travel is a very interesting song to talk about. Now, this song is probably the most hated off this album by most fans because it's like a bluesy and country sounding. The riffs sound very country. It even has like a harmonica somewhere in there. The lyrics are really stupid, but I like this song. I don't know what it is about it. I kind of like the main riff to it. And the intro part where Dave's singing The Wheels on the Bus gets me every time. She-Wolf is a definite classic for Megadeth. It's not that great, but it's just a classic song from this era that has nice lyrics and a really nice chorus as well with a lot of melodies compared to other Megadeth thrash songs. But She-Wolf is still a really great song, and it's way better than the horrible Shakira song also called She-Wolf. Now, Vortex might be my favorite song of the whole album. Verse is kind of weird though, because Dave sings really quietly and like really raspy. But the chorus is so awesome, and the riffs are really great throughout. It has a nice, awesome solo. Easily one of my favorite off the whole album. FFF, which I believe stands for Fight for Freedom, is kind of a ripoff of Motor Breath from Metallica, or as they say, like it's their own version of it. I don't know why Dave just didn't do versions of songs that he actually wrote for Metallica, like Phantom Lord or something like that. That would be awesome, hearing Phantom Lord on a Megadeth album. Or Metal Militia, Jump in the Fire. And I'm just getting off topic. But it is a pretty good song, I guess. The lyrics are really nice. The chorus is pretty cool, where they're saying fight for freedom and all this stuff. What I will say though is Bud Krager did help train Dave to sing a lot better than he did before. His vocal performance on this and Risk sound very, very good. And on the albums after that, they actually sound very improved compared to what he did back in the 80s, and it's a lot more trained. He also kind of helped Dave develop some like hookier styles of writing where he could fuse, you know, more really mainstream styles with really heavy progressive stuff and make it sound good together. So it's a nice fusion that Dave would eventually adopt in the future.